News Services Division of Akashvani presents Employment News.
Welcome to the program Employment News. I'm Renuka, giving you a quick update about some of the job vacancies published in Employment News edition dated 1st of June to 7th of June, 1st of July to 7th of July 2023, where you can apply. Today we will be discussing about vacancies in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Nagpur, Ali Yavar Jung National Institutes of Speech and Hearing Disabilities, Divyangjan, Department of Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, All India Institute of Medical Science, Jodhpur, Government of India, Ministry of Power, Sant Longowar Institute of Engineering and Technology, and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Nagpur invites application from eligible candidates for filling up of various non-faculty posts on direct recruitment basis at AIIMS, Nagpur. The details are 2 vacancies for Associate Professor, Reader, 1 vacancy for Medical Social Worker, 1 vacancy for Technical Assistant, Technician, 1 vacancy of Junior Administrative Assistant, 1 vacancy of Cashier, 5 vacancies for Lab Technician, 2 vacancies for Lab Attendant Grade 2, 1 vacancy for Stenographer, and 40 vacancies for Hospital Attendant Grade 2. The detailed advertisement along with instructions and additional information to candidates for recruitment by selection has been displayed on Institute's website aimsnagpur.edu.in. Ali Yavar Jung National Institutes of Speech and Hearing Disabilities, Divyangjan. Applications are invited from eligible Indian citizens to fill up the following posts of Composite Regional Center for Skill Development, Rehabilitation and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, Divyangjan, CRC in Nagpur, Maharashtra and Chhattarpur, Madhya Pradesh, purely on contract basis. The details are 2 vacancies for Director, 2 vacancies for Assistant Professor, 1 vacancy for Assistant Professor, 1 vacancy for Assistant Professor, Clinical and Psychology, 1 vacancy of Assistant Professor, Special Education, 2 vacancies for Lecturer, Physiotherapy, 2 vacancies for Lecturer, Occupational Therapy, 2 vacancies for Administrative Officer, 2 vacancies for Rehabilitation Officer, 2 vacancies for Prosthetist and Orthotist, 1 vacancy for Accountant, 2 vacancies for Special Educator, 2 vacancies for Orientation Mobility Instructor, 2 vacancies for Vocational Instructor, 2 vacancies for Assistant, 2 vacancies for Clinical Assistant, Speech and Therapist, 2 vacancies for Clinical Assistant, Developmental Therapist, 2 vacancies for Workshop Supervisor, and 1 vacancy for Clerk Typist. Applications duly completed in all respects and signed by the candidates in the prescribed format along with self-attested photocopies of relevant enclosures in respect of qualifications, age proof, category, experience, last pay drawn, etc. should reach to the Director officiating Ali Yavar Jung National Institute of Speech and Hearing Disabilities, Divyangjan, KC Marg, Bandra Reclamation, Bandra West, Mumbai 400050. Last date for submission of application form will be 21 days from the date of publication of this advertisement in Employment News. Department of Food and Public Distribution. Applications are invited from eligible officers for filling up the post of Professor, Chemical Engineering. Details of the post, eligibility, etc. may be accessed from the department's website, that is www.dfpd.nic.in. Ministry of Tribal Affairs invites application from eligible and willing officers under the central government or state governments or union territory administrations to fill up the post of legal assistant in the ministry by appointment of suitable officer under central government by transfer on deputation basis. The eligibility conditions for the posts may be seen at the website of Ministry of Tribal Affairs, which is www.tribal.nic.in. All India Institute of Medical Science, Jodhpur. AIIMS Jodhpur invites online application through advertisement for recruitment of following non-faculty posts on direct recruitment basis. The details are 1 vacancy of Public Health Nurse, 3 vacancies for Medico-Social Work, 3 vacancies for Psychiatric Social Work, 10 vacancies for Dietitian, 1 vacancy for Legal Assistant, 1 vacancy for Librarian Grade, Documentalist, 1 vacancy for Assistant Security Officer, 1 vacancy for Librarian, Grade 3, Lab Technician, 1 vacancy for Lab Technician, 5 vacancies for Junior Medical Record Officer, Receptionist, 1 vacancy for pharma chemist, chemical examiner, 27 vacancies for pharmacist grade 2, 18 vacancies for sanitary inspector grade 2, 5 vacancies for darkroom assistant, 8 vacancies for dissection hall attendant, 38 vacancies for medical record technician, medical record, 4 vacancies for assistant laundry supervisor, 1 vacancy for security cum fire jamadar, 41 vacancies for lab attendant, 1 vacancy of coding clerk, 10 vacancies of junior warden, housekeepers, 6 vacancies for mechanic, air conditioning and refrigeration, 1 vacancy for manifold room attendant, 106 vacancies for hospital attendant, and 8 vacancies for store attendant. The detailed advertisement and online application forms and last date of application will be available on Institute's website, that is www.aimsjodhpur.edu.in. Government of India, Ministry of Power invites application for filling up the post of chairman in Damodar Valley Corporation on deputation basis for a period of 5 years. Willing and eligible candidates may apply for the said post by sending their application through proper channel within 30 days from the date of this advertisement. Detailed advertisement is available on the website of Ministry of Power, that is www.powermin.gov.in, and Damodar Valley Corporation, that is www.dvc.gov.in. Sant Longwal Institute of Engineering and Technology invites applications from eligible candidates in various departments. The details are: Department of Chemical, 2 vacancies for professor, 1 vacancy for assistant professor. Department of Chemistry, 1 vacancy for professor, 1 vacancy for associate professor, 3 vacancies for assistant professor. Civil Engineering, 1 vacancy for associate professor, 3 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Computer Science, 3 vacancies for professor, 2 vacancies for associate professor, 12 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Electrical and Instrumentation, 1 vacancy for professor, 4 vacancies for associate professor, 6 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Electronics and Communication, 1 vacancy for professor, 1 vacancy for associate professor, 1 vacancy for assistant professor. Department of Food and Technology, 2 vacancies for professor, 3 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Management and Humanities, 2 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Mathematics, 1 vacancy for associate professor, 2 vacancies for assistant professor. Department of Mechanical Engineering, 5 vacancies for professor, 3 vacancies for associate professor, 8 vacancies for assistant professor, and Department of Physics, 1 vacancy for professor, 1 vacancy for associate professor, 1 vacancy for assistant professor. Qualification and experience required. For more details regarding eligibility criteria, qualification and experience, and other terms and conditions, please refer to the Institute's website, that is www.sliet.ac.in. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Department of Health Research had invited applications from eligible and suitable officers for filling up of 2 posts each of scientists C, D and E on deputation, including short-term contract basis. The last date of submission of application is extended by 1 month to 17th of July 2023. Details of post, eligibility conditions, etc. for the post of scientist C, D and E remain the same as per circular dated 16th of Feb 2023, which is available on the website of Department of Health Research, that is dhr.gov.in. Information about these vacancies has been published in Employment News. There are more vacancies in the journal. If you wish to read about these employment opportunities in greater detail and more, you may refer to the job journal titled Employment News for information in English, Rozgar Samachar for information in Hindi, and Rozgar Samachar for information in Urdu. It is published by the Publications Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and made available every Saturday.
You were listening to Employment News. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of Akashvani. You can listen to it on a mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our website, newsonair.com. You may email opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com with Employment News as subject.